Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. Holland Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the book Be Who You Are. This, of course, is made by Todd Parr. When I say made, I mean he wrote the book and he made all the pictures. And I love that because all of his pictures are very diverse. We talked about in the preview how we looked at the characters on the front cover and how there's purple, there's pink hair, blue hair, green skin, that kind of stuff. And that's what you see in this book, and that's what you see in all of his books. But in this book in particular, he really explains why. He's talking about that everyone's different, and that's fine. And what you do makes you unique. Depending on how you talk, he's saying "hola," which means hello in Spanish. He's saying hello. He's saying meow, even though he's a dog, and she's speaking hearts, which is maybe representing love or kind things, learning in your own way. And everyone in this book is doing it with a smile. You see the different buildings, which represents people who live in different places, families that they don't look all the same in their family, and I love how he does this. He does this in a couple of his other books, but the message that he repeats over and over again is just be who you are, which be who you are is the title of the book, but he's asking us to be who we are. So be silly, be brave, those types of things. Try different things where he has a taco truck, a pizza truck, and a noodle truck. And just how everyone else they're kind of sharing, they're enjoying each other, they're trying new things, but at the same time, they're all doing it and they're making each other happy. Everybody in here is smiling, and if we're not smiling, then we're helping each other. So one of the things that I really want to point out about this book is, well, two things actually. At the end of his books, he gives us a letter and he writes to us and, tells us, no matter what color you are, where you're from, who's your family, everyone needs to be loved. He does this in a lot of his books, but another thing that I noticed, and I didn't read over it in the Mr. Holland Reads episode. But in the beginning, it says, "Dear reader, when I was young growing up in a small town in Wyoming, I felt like I didn't fit in. The other kids were interested in sports, but I wasn't. For my fourth grade class photo, I wore a clip-on tie and purple sunglasses because I thought it was cool, but no one else did. It was hard for me to learn to read and follow along in class, so I was always trying to figure out how I fit in and be like everyone else. Finally, I realized it's easier and more fun to just be who you are." And so, for people who don't know if they want to buy this book or not, usually what we would do is we would look at like the back and it says, no matter who you are, what you look like, or where you're from, just be who you are. And that kind of gives you a sense of what the book on the inside is going to be about. But he also does this at the very beginning, before the book even starts. There's pictures of other books that he's made, and some of them I've read on this channel, but he's saying, this is really about me. He made this book and he thought about this book because of his life and his experience growing up. And that's what a lot of authors do. Now, some authors make stuff up and make it silly, but this is very much based on something that's really happened. Todd at one point felt like he didn't belong, and he always felt, well, I need to be like everybody else. But instead, what he ended up learning is that it's a lot more fun if you just accept who you are. And that's a good message. And I would encourage you guys to think about, who you are. And we did that in Mr. Han previews, but even right now, you can think about what makes you you. Do you like your hair spiked up and you have maybe like pink in your hair? Or maybe it's because you like to wear certain clothes. Those things explain who you are. And if people are making fun of you, you don't have to accept that, and you don't even have to think of that as truly how people feel about you, because what one person thinks about you, it does not reflect how other people think about you. And I hope that you know that you're loved by your family, by your true friends, but most importantly, I love you. I definitely love you, and I would love to hear from you. So if you write down in the comment section about what you're about, maybe tell me some things about you, but I can guarantee you this. I love everyone, and it does not matter what you look like. Even all these characters in this book, I love this, and I love you the same way. So if that's one takeaway that I want you to think as we review this book, is that we should love each other. And I hope that you do. I hope you love me, but more importantly, I love you. So I hope to see you guys next time in some of my other videos. But until then, I will see you later. Bye, everyone. I love you.